Hi, welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. Swing tip time for here. We're going to talk about some power movements in the golf swing that you need to maybe make if you're going to want to increase your distance with your shots, both irons and drivers. Okay, so 3 very simple and key movements to generate some power in the swing to hit more distance. So the first key element we're going to discuss here in terms of creating some power is getting obviously a shoulder rotation. Okay, and what I mean shoulder rotation is obviously in the backswing, we're going to get these shoulders making a good full turn here, and as we do that, our weight just moves fractionally into this right side. So it's very much a turn into this right side here. Okay, now what I see a lot of golfers do is maybe get a little bit hands and arms in, they lift a little bit, obviously don't make that turn, or when they do make the turn, the weight doesn't move onto that trail leg. It's sort of all like reverse pivots down this front leg here, and obviously that's going to affect weight shift through the actual golf shot. So the key little thing here is make that full shoulder turn. You can see I'm turning, I can feel a very tight feeling around that right knee and right thigh area here, and that's going to really, wind my body up here to now enable me to transfer my body weight back through the golf shot. So simple little drill, just putting a club across your shoulder, maybe in front of a mirror, just make some backswing movement, stop it there. I can feel it around my back here, around that right thigh. I'm very coiled there, okay? So what I'm doing here, which will help, is to resist with my bottom half. So if I stand this way to you here, and make that backswing, you can see my hips, my shoulders making a full turn, but maybe my hips are restricting here, okay? So again, what I don't want to do is straighten this right leg, and do that, because you can see my hips are turning pretty much as my shoulders. So there's no resistance from my upper to lower body, no coil, no using my big core muscles across my chest and down my back. Okay, so first tip, big shoulder turn and turn it around that right leg. Right, so the second key element here very much ties into what we've just talked about in the first element really, is this right knee and keeping this flexed, or keeping a slight flex in it during this backswing. So what I just mentioned before a little bit was, guys, sort of straighten this right leg. So as the hips rotate, as you make a shoulder turn, what's very easy to do is to straighten that right leg and lock it out basically. And obviously that causes this front knee to really shoot out and forward, but also sort of down as well. So it creates a very unstable base there to then try and push off the ground to make your weight transfer through the golf shot. So if I do it from this way on here, okay, so if you get to there, straighten that leg out, you can see my weight is now pushing down my front foot, okay, and it's not this trail leg, and the leg locks out, so I now, as I get to the top of the backswing, I want to move forward, but I'm also now way ahead of the golf ball. I've got a lot of catching up to do, so it's not efficient in terms of moving the weight with the club head in sync through the golf swing. So key element here, second one, is keep that right knee flexed. So we're going to turn what we talked about in the first element. Keeping that right knee flexed is now going to allow me to push off the ground here to transfer my weight through the golf shot. So the third element here on the downswing now is rotation and clearing the hips to allow the maximum club head speed to work through impact and into that finished position. Okay, so as we're making this downswing, again, this is something you can do with this club across your shoulders. We've made that backswing, that turn, that right knee flexed. As we come through now, as we transfer the weight, we push off this trail leg, that flexed right knee, is we're going to turn the hips and get this left hip clearing. So if I stand this way to you, get to the top of the backswing, come down, this hip's going to feel like it's going to turn behind me. And that's there. Okay, what happens there is it opens up a lot of room here in front of me to really maximise that club as I swing into it. Okay, so creating some freedom through the swing. Again, so many golfers I find will get to the top of the backswing and the hips don't rotate, and we get a bit of an early, what we call an early extension, a basically stand up to the golf shot here, and they're just completely blocked coming through here. So speed is getting restricted. It's slowing down, the club head isn't in its maximum speed coming through the golf shot to create obviously the distance that we need. Right, so just to summarise those key movements here, these key 3 power movements to create some distance on these golf balls, whether it's irons or drivers, is basically make that full turn on that backswing, Okay, so we're getting a good resistance of lower half to upper half. That resistance is helped by that second key element, which is keeping that right knee flexed. So as we turn the shoulders, we turn around that flexed right knee, that restricts the hips a little bit, creates that coil in that upper body, and the third element from there is to now start to get the hips clearing and create some room to swing into that follow through. So when we get all these pieces together, we should hit some really good long golf shots. Just like that. That felt great. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Now do give that a go, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on that. If you've had a chance to give that a go at the driving range or the practice ground, you know, give me a little bit of feedback if that's helped you in any way. Do hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try and obviously get more instructional videos out for you guys to help you all out there with your golf, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.